Hello everybody and welcome back to Workers and Resources. So we got this glorious little town built in the last episode. I've made some slight alterations. I've moved these out of town. They were here. So we've got the petrol station, the construction yard and the vehicle depot. I've connected them up with some power. I got rid of that one that was down there, sold the vehicles off. The reason being is because I meant to build it here. I'm going to build a construction area here. Need quite a few buildings, including these ones, and then we'll have some residential area down here by the lake. Nice lakeside front. Something you can do with this, which you may be aware of, you may not, but you can build out into the water, or you can push the land actually back as well. Which is a new feature coming in Transport Fever 2 as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you've seen the latest video, but that thing about the modular stations has got me like, oh yeah, this is looking good. Anyway, I'm not talking about that, we're talking about Workers and Resources. So, I've moved these, just cleared this area out. The reason being is we're going to put a train station in here, we need a cinema, and we also need some sports facilities for people as well, and we're going to need some more housing. We haven't got quite enough yet. I've managed to put a petrol station in here, but I've also put an engine transfer in here from the ore processing plant, which meant I had to sort of wiggle the road around a little bit in order to get it to go under, but the buses do pass under there alright without clipping, so it doesn't look too bad, because it does occasionally allow you to get a conveyor belt across a road virtually right on top of the road, but your buses and trucks will drive straight through it and it looks a mess. This game looks a mess anyway. It's hard to kind of build things and make sense of them, but yeah, anyway, we're going to run a couple of conveyors out to a storage yard down here somewhere, and maybe have a little truck whizzing back and forward. Reason being is because even with just this amount of people now, we're producing 7.7 tons of coal ore. I've seen 30 and 40 workers in here, and on 30 it's doing 10 tons per day. So we're going to be increasing the numbers quite a bit up there, and these are full. They can't produce any. Need another 7 workers and it's at maximum production, which is good for the economy balance. So we need a few more houses and stuff around here as well, just to make sure we've got enough people to actually facilitate this. So okay, yeah, so I got this road in, I got the petrol station and up here. I've moved the petrol station from here to here. So now there's not one in the middle of town, but one at either end. So if these buses run out of petrol, they're going to have to use this one. I might put another one down here somewhere, a bit closer to the town centre, just in case they're down this end when they run out of fuel. Because they will drive virtually all the way to the stop, run out of fuel, and then turn around and go back. Which is something you've got to think about, especially if you're doing any long routes, any long delivery routes or anything. So, the first thing we need to get in here at the moment is a cinema. Looking right about here. Give a little bit of room for a path. There. I'll be able to get the paths around. Getting quite used to doing things with the auto purchase switched off. Path running down here. That side connected up. You should be within walking distance. Get it built. You can see, yeah. was going to put the train station in there. I don't know if I need a train station up here, to be honest with you. I've not had that much success with transporting passengers around. And it's a little bit, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work properly for me. Not even mentioning the signals. That's up there. Right, so let's get some kind of little football fields and stuff here. On it, what, a football field and a tennis court, anyway. Just want to leave enough room to get a path down the edge. Have to move these wires a little bit too close. Get that flattened up. The other thing, it takes so long with this moving. I don't know if I think I mentioned it in the last episode, but the developers are going to be working on the terrain tools, along with various other things in the game. Personal cars is something they're working on, so that there'll be traffic, and the car dealership, and what else is there? There's other things as well, but I can't remember offhand. Get this in. Paths I want. Let me squeak one. There. Let's take that one a little bit further. And on there. Paid for. Yeah, there are other improvements they're working on as well, so hopefully we'll see an update soon. Not been one for a while. Didn't really. It's connected. Here. So awkward. Right. I wanted to get a sort of path going up that side, but it doesn't work. They can get out from it. So let's get a couple up here as well. Bit of road. Have the grid on really. Straight connection. I think I've decided that I'm not putting the train station in here now. I think I might put it here actually instead. Then we can get the train out and along the back there. before we do, we're not getting onto the train yet. Some sports facilities up in here. Like a bit of park area. A bit of gap in around the edges. Statue along the back here, let's flatten it out. Some of the land I don't think you can flatten. These bits. I've had success with some and built them without with others. Biggest one here, should we have a Lenin? Big hammer and sickle. Lenin over here. That building there. Oh, that's the entrance. Lenin there. Oh, I should have put the red star in the middle. Yeah, let's do that. It's not. Let's flatten it out a bit more. So fun. Hi then. I don't know how much entertainment they actually provide or anything, but might as well get some in. Too close. Sorry about the frantic camera. These are connected up a bit. It's connected up down here. Bit of path in here. Give me a bit of a wiggly bit there. Again, whoop. Up. Can we get a pass down? Can. Do the same on that side. More options people have got, the more likely they're going to be able to get to stuff. Let's get them. Oh. Three massive statues. Stick a load of trees around these as well in a bit. Ridiculous, isn't it? I'm gonna get rid of two of them. They just look. Have one. to bulldoze the road. No path, I mean. Let's just leave it like that. We'll get that bit of road there. Don't worry about things highlighting in red, it just happens now and again. You'll get a bit of path or a bit of road or something. It's still working. You see this little bits coming through now and again. It's only coming through frantically because this is only coming through bit by bit because this is full. A bit low on workers. How many workers are waiting down here? I could probably do with sticking another bus on that. I thought I put 3 on there already. There's only 2 on there. Let's get another bus on there. Oh. For the schedule. Right, so we'll get a few more residential in. Make sure we're inviting people. Buying people in. We're not buying people in. Okay. Just back a little bit away from the road. I think we get another couple of these in here. Probably get one in there. Build the road across. Red. A little bit of rim at the back. So we can get some paths in. Well, actually I shouldn't really put them yet. Get this side up though. Get another statue in there. Back of the cinema. What we got over there? The hammer and sickle. Is the star in there, or is it too big? I think that's going to leave us enough room to get the past though, mate. Landing up here. Have to stick him there. Or is that a good idea? No, because we want the people. Should be able to get around there. Yeah, go on, let's stick him in there. A small one. There somewhere. Footpath going up. Getting statues and things in once you've got footpaths in is really tricky. They do take up, they need quite a lot of space. Right. Sorry, I'm not talking very much. I'm concentrating on what I'm doing. I've got that much to do. Get all these hooked up. At least everybody's got access to everything. He's probably not going to be able to reach that kindergarten. Oh, yeah, they can. Excellent. I think the train station will probably go here. It's probably a good place for it. Then leave us a bit more room for some housing either side. As long as everybody can get to everywhere, that's the main thing, really. Right. Pause it for a second. Right, so let's start down here into town. Just there would be nice. Let's see if we can flatten it. Doing that smaller. Did have it there, I saw it there. I didn't build it. Right. Let's get a couple of paths onto that. God. Frame off. Right. That leaves us room for one more house there, I reckon. Oh, go on, go on. If you're trying to smooth it a bit. Anywhere? Oh, I'm just in there, would be nice. Do a couple of blocks of flats. A few of these, can we maybe squeeze 3 of these? Oh wait, no, we'll get 2 of them in there. Give us 150 capacity. And we've only got 41 in, and we'd only be able to get 1 in anyway. These. Get a couple of them in. We've only got 32 in. Maybe? No, there's 2 out of. I wanted another one. Get 2 blocks of these flats in. They're white, similar colour, and we've got some of them over here anyway. Right, so let's stick a couple of these in. So, them please. Paths. I don't think that's going to be able to path anywhere. Oh, I can. To do that, just delete this back. That's better. Yeah, there's no connection on that side. Connection. Oh no, come on, don't do that. Connect it there. hate messing around with these paths. Them houses are not straight. Ugh. Problem is when you build houses is you've got to move everybody out in order to be able to bulldoze them. They're just a slight bit wonky, but I think we can live with that. I'm not going to go and place loads of trees down just yet. I normally do. I normally just go and spam the area full of trees. But it ends up being a complete overgrown mess after a while. Even if you only put a few down, it looks ridiculous. So I'm going to wait till I've got everything built, and then I'm going to go and put trees in one at a time, just in various places. I'll fill it with loads of bushes, and but the bigger trees will be, yeah, they can take over very easily. Alright. Right, what do we need? All export, that's what we want to do now. I think we've got everything we need in town so far. Cinema. Why is this? Oh, there we go. Very dark, the cinema. Could do with that around the other side as well. Sorry about my camera movement here. Right, so let's have a look at where can you get to. To everything. Alright. A building here, a house. A pub. Can't get to the pub. Right, so. Oh no! I think we'll have one down here. I think we've got enough residential in this area now. Flatten this out a little bit. In here. Get some footpaths. Might move that one if I do decide to put any more buildings in there, but I think that's about as far as I can take it really, because they're probably only just about reaching the kindergarten. 222 metres. I think they'll go up to about 250, maybe 300. No, I think 250 is really the... like 230 is probably about the max. Right. As long as we've got access to sports. Can't quite get to that one there, but get to the others. Might put a few more in around here somewhere. There's probably going to be some more housing in here, but I want to get the train station in. The train station I want there. It's going to be pretty much bang in the centre of town. I haven't named this town yet either. We're going off Kazanchad, which is the border. So I do want to put a name on the town as well. Right, let's get this coal out of here. Let's get some more money coming in. Get it on planning mode. This is probably going to be a bit tricky. Put that there. Can roll that. Let's try it and find. Nope. I'll move this a little bit. But we don't need that right now because power's working. We will put that back in. A dirt road here. That bit. Let's try leveling it out. That back in there. Let's see if I can do it. Just go over there. Oh, oh. There, I had it. There we go. Really is awkward at times. You'll go there, excellent. There. Right, build that. Build that. Built. Bit of a zigzag going on here. Right, so we're going to bring it down here into storage yard down here, aggregate storage somewhere. Before I do that, I just want to get the train connected in. If you're building train lines, build it in planning mode. It doesn't crash the game anywhere near as much. If you build it with auto build on, you'll crash the game constantly. But I found that if you build in planning mode, it doesn't crash the game anywhere near as badly. It's quite nice and straight, although we haven't done the grid. That's why you need the grid on, because it looks straight and it's flatten the land out while we're doing it. Flatten more of this out. Right, yeah, so build it out like that and then hit your build, it'll fine. I'll do more with that later. Now I just wanted to be able to plan the area out. So about there. That line. Right, that gets us down there. Because I'm backing up against the border and it's not letting me move around as well. Right, so we want an aggregate storage here. Large aggregate storage can hold 950 tons of coal. We don't need that much down here. I'm going to be shipping it out anyway, so inputs are there, so we want it. Have a look at the road cargo station. That connect up to an aggregate storage? I don't think so. I think it'll only connect up to a warehouse. Truck aggregate loading. There we go. That's what. Truck aggregate loading. But do we need an aggregate unloading? Just wondering whether we actually need an unloading. No, because that'll just unload into a building then. No, should be able to deliver straight out. Right, let's whack this road in. There's still things I'm trying to get my head around. Right, truck aggregate loading, that can go in here. And the aggregate, small aggregate storage can go there. And then we can have 2 trucks at once loading up there. Let's get the truck thing. There, buy it as well. We're at it. Yeah, if you click on that while you've got the roads open, it automatically buys all your roads out of planning mode. Right, stick that in there. A big aggregate storage. Doesn't fit unless we move power cables. Just too small here. Flatten this out a bit. Gotta be mindful of where it's coming in, but I'll be able to connect that up on the way out and get a road out to it as well. That's too much of an angle. Of course, because I've got auto build on there. Oh, that's alright. I don't think I'm going to connect up to there though. Probably want another engine transfer in about here. Let's get this conveyor to there. Let's try. Wondering whether to, yeah. But then lines should go straight back in again. What was that one? Yeah, that's fine. Right, let's get the conveyors. Built them, shut it up. It's being built. Came off. Hopefully we should have power. Yeah, it's from there. This will store coal. That's not been built, so that's not worked yet. Should start pumping coal in. There we go. All over the road again. I'm going to move the road this time instead of rebuilding the thing. Cheaper. Pull it. I can't even bend. A bit further as well. Don't want to get too close to the tracks because I'm going to start splitting these tracks off. You'll see what I'm meaning later, but for now I don't suppose I can get a road under there, can I? No. Right, let's Let's use a... Right, we'll just use a dirt track. Don't need anybody working there, I just need access for a fire engine. Hopefully this road should connect. Yeah. Start to fill up, nice. About that on the grid. It's the roads that are a bit wonky. Let's get that, straighten that road out. Just because my OCD demands it. I don't really have OCD, I'm just... Well, I do a little bit with some things. It's like, it irritates me if it's a bit wonky and it doesn't need to be. Right, so I reckon we get a couple of trucks going out there now. Right, so we've got dumpers that will carry 12 tons of coal. All these carry panels and stuff. I think it's just the dumpers. But, yep. Let's get a couple of dumpers. The 12 ton of coal is only going to be a couple of hundred, but we've got very far to go. Right, off you go. Yeah. You go. Tell it to wait until full. Go put a petrol station down here as well. And they don't have to drive all the way through town. Oh, just that would have been there. Don't pay for that. Oh, I saw it. I saw it. Go on, I saw it there. Do it with the road a bit straight. There. I'll pay for that. No. Right, we've got a gas station down there. So that should start bringing us in a bit of extra cash. We're losing money at the moment because the gas station's full. Petrol station. Gas station. This will gradually fill up. We'll get some bigger trucks on there. Two minds of actually putting some more trucks on there because they don't take very long to fill. How much is the value? So it's only 200 rubles, 228 rubles a trip, but it is just literally that, back and forward. I reckon I could get another trucks on there quite comfortably. Don't want them just sat there queuing though. Two I do. Do two. Set them off. Did we set him up? Yeah, he's going. Crazy spider arms going around the place now. Do we need that road? I don't think we do. Yep. Back to work. Right, so the other trucks will come down here. They should start bringing me some money in anyway. Bringing me some extra money in because we're producing a lot of coal and people are just sat there idling. So it's costing us money for people not working. 53 tonnes of coal a day at the moment. Excellent. Coal ore anyway, so 50 tonnes of coal ore equates to 25 tonnes of coal a day. Which is an extra 500 a day. How much is coal? So an extra 5,000 a day, I think. There. So sell for 18.95, so 25 tonnes a day is 25 times 20 is 500. Yeah, so about 500 rubles a day we'll make from that. Not a great deal, but it's a start. We're also selling the power as well, so that's making us a little bit. We have a look at the finances. So export at the moment. Look. Just one day. Let's have a look. Last month, this month. Well, last month we made 9,000 rubles exporting power. We imported 148,000 because we're still paying for a lot of stuff. Delivery cost, I mentioned earlier, is 4,000, nearly 5,000. 6.5 grand worth of vehicles. We spent 139,000 on manpower. That's quite a big chunk we could have saved ourselves if we'd have had the construction yard set up. The only problem with doing that, let's have a look. This month we're doing 15,000, so we're up quite a lot already. We're still spending quite. Yeah, the only problem with building from a construction yard is it takes ages to build anything. So I do want to get an income coming in, which means I'm going to have to spend money in order to up the income. So next job's going to be getting some more export on the go, and it's probably going to be clothing. I'm going to need some farmland for that as well, so we can get the grain coming in. Normally build the farmland over here because it's the flattest area. You can service 12 large fields off one farm, and 12 large fields cover up a huge area. So two minds of putting a farm down here maybe. Not really enough room. Not flat enough. Really needs to go up here. So yeah, I want to build a construction area before I go and build anything else really. So we're expanding, we're growing. Let's get this train station in. Doesn't need to be a big one. 1,500 passengers waiting there. Well, anybody really waiting there at the moment. Get in there and then we can get the road going down the other side of it as well. Yeah. I'm just going to leave that as a blueprint. I actually even have my construction team come build it. Hold on. Then again, I may not. So I want to try and curve out that way. Oh, don't pay for it. You do a little bit at a time, you can usually get a bit further and a bit further. I want to try and follow the road down if I can. Does mean I'm going to have to move that substation that's right in front of us. Go around the back of it. Now the curve's not nice enough. straight through. Right. Track building in this is very awkward. But then the signalling is ridiculous as well. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that, because otherwise it means in order to get that built you need to build a track building thing, which I'm not going to do just yet. I've left enough room to get a footpath around the back of this. Just give people an extra get along. Right, so see, I've got people on the construction now. I'm going to suspend the construction for the time being. I don't want people on the construction site. That's not a good use of my workforce right now. So what do we need? We only need concrete, gravel and steel to build that, and 127 work days. So that can be built by a general workforce. We don't need to build a specialist train thing moment. Right, so we've got a bit of money coming in, got a bit of export on the go. This is empty. Why are you empty? Got no workers in? We've not got as much workers in. Trucks are queuing now. They'll be filling very slowly now. Need more workers in here. There we go. I wonder how many people are leaving or anything. Let's have a look. We've had 3 deaths, no escapes, and 9 bursts. Well, that's good. There's nobody left. Bring a few more people in. We've got quite a lot of capacity in these. There's just a lot of people waiting at this bus stop. And there we go, we've got people there now. So it's getting loaded the second it hits. I'm just wondering whether I need to go and stick another bus on that. These buses can carry... oh, they can carry 52 people anyway, so... it's like there's a bit of a gap there now. People queuing. I reckon one more bus on there is going to do the trick. There you go. Yeah, I was just thinking, did I put a petrol station down here? Yes, I did. There we go, we've got 2 trucks out, 2 trucks filling. That should ramp up production a bit more there with an extra bus on it now as well. As long as we keep the coal flowing, we keep power on. That's the main thing. We've got access out this way if we need it. Not that I'm going to be running trucks that far. It just really isn't worth it. Trains, however, I'm going to bring some trains down here. These have a limit on how much they can... amount of material transported per second. It would be good if you did per day, because this is per day. Current production per work day. I don't want to be able to have to work out per second and per day. 0.26 tons of gravel. one needs connecting up to a road as well, because we don't. Oh yeah, that's what we need to do. Fire station. Right. Can we get a road all the way? I was paying for that then for a second. Right, fire station. Everything else is connected up. Yeah, I did that. I don't know if I mentioned it. I did put a road in there before the start of the episode. Now fire stations have a large coverage. I'm thinking here would probably be a good spot for it. It's going to need workers. People need to be able to reach it by foot. I don't want to put it here because I want to leave that space for some more housing. I am going to have some gravel industry down here, but I want to leave room here so that we can get a lot more flats and stuff in there. Some more people on the go. We're going to need to grab some of this coal for some of the other industries. Unless we're building another coal mine somewhere. We might do. Part of the gravel industry needs coal. I just can't think off the top of my head what it is. Right, fire station we want. Finish this episode up. Thinking right there would be just nice. Petrol station's going to have to go. I don't really want to move that petrol station any further out. I'm going to have to do. Word of warning, when you've got your bulldozer on, sometimes if you click on something, it'll click on the accept button at pretty much exactly the same time, so sometimes you accidentally bulldoze things without meaning to, so make sure you don't have it you don't have your hand on the button. I don't think this is going to fit without moving that depot. No. Damn it. Right, construction yard. We're going to place this where we are going to place the construction industry. I think around about here would be good. Forest. Plenty of forest around there, so get this road out a bit. The wireframe on. About there. Flatten a bit of an area out. Right, we want construction office. Oh, pay for it. Oh, I've just flattened it. Which is already, which is also told the road to pay for it as well. Right, we're going to need to move that anyway, so leave that road depot there for the time being. Vehicles. Way down there. So there's a way of doing this a bit quicker. Fortunately, you have to click, 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 click. exactly straight either. Right. Any more? You're going, you're going. Already gone. Go. Okay. Unhook up the electric. Close that one. Get that hooked up into there. Petrol station we need. Don't have it too close to you. I think I mentioned that, but I don't know if I did. I put a petrol station directly opposite a construction yard, which isn't a good idea, because if you're doing a lot of smoothing on pause, when you unpause the game, all of the vehicles set off into the petrol station and create a traffic jam in that section of road going back and forward. And if there's vehicles on the road or in the buildings, you can't delete them. So I couldn't do anything. There was 12 vehicles stuck, 6 facing one way and 6 facing the other way, with one just sticking out of there and one just sticking out of the petrol station. So yeah, it was a bit there was nothing I could do about it. I had to go back and rebuild a load of stuff, which was an absolute pain. Get rid of you. Tell you one thing I really do like about the game, there's such slow pace. You can rush at it. You know, I've seen people playing it where they've got it on fast forward pretty much all the time, and it's like, oh. I don't understand when you building stuff, because it takes that long to build anything. But yeah, I don't like watching it on fast forward. Nice. Yeah, don't worry about these red bits. Yeah, that's disappeared now. Be nice. Oh look, I flatten it out on it. Bring a bit of footpath up round the back there so people can walk directly to work. Yeah. So we'll walk that far, but sure they will. Yeah. Probably just do with a footpath coming out there as well. But I can't get a connection on that side. I can on this side. Up there to the station. Get one. That gets us hooked up onto the train station from the side as well. Messy path everywhere. Oh, crashed it. Damn. Oops. Right, where was we up to? Right, I'm going to go and connect all them paths back up again, and rebuild that fire station. But, yeah, I'll do that. I'm going to do that before I record the next episode. I'm not going to make you sit and watch me do exactly the same thing as I've just done. Right, so we've got an export going on. We've got a little bit of coal going out. It's giving us extra 500 rubles a day or something. We're exporting fuel. We're exporting power, so keeping us topped up a little bit as well. The aim is to try and not go below 1 million. Although having said that, chances of me doing that is quite slim. Right, that power's up there, that's fine. The petrol station's done. Right, so I need to go and do the fire station and all them paths. Yep, I'll call it the end of the episode. Right, alright, thanks again for watching, everybody. I'll be back really soon with another one. Hope you're enjoying them. I'm really enjoying playing this. I love this game. It's really, really complicated and really awkward. But for some reason I just really am enjoying it. I think it's really good. And there's so much scope. There's so much I need to do. Absolutely tons of industry to go in yet. We've got oil, we've got bitumen and fuel processing and chemical plants, farming, clothing manufacturer, food manufacturer, cattle farms. There's so much, absolutely so much. We've got all of this concrete, asphalt, gravel plants and stuff. We've got iron to go mine, other various industries, clothing, we've got electronics, mechanical components, plastics. And we've got universities and stuff. We've got all the food and that. So we've got technical university, medical university, and these are huge. I mean, the size of these buildings are absolutely massive. The size of that. Half the size of my town. And then you've got campus buildings to go with them. Halls of resident stuff as well. Heck of a lot to go, a heck of a lot to do. Right, go away tooltip. Thank you. Or I end up accidentally building something. Right, hope you enjoyed this one. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Yeah, give us a like down there and leave us any comments if you want to know anything. I'll be back really soon for another one. Alright, bye.